Hey everyone, I know we haven't really talked one-on-one in a long time, but you know what? Let's change that, alright? I'm sorry. It's been a while. And where I've been for the past 6 months, other than making the movie reviews, I'll let you know in the next video. So, but right now, what I wanted to talk to you about is Halloween. What did you guys do? Where did you guys go? What did you dress as? Because, let you know, I dressed as Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, but I didn't have the beard, and I didn't have the long hair, so I don't know if it was exactly Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, but I had the costume, I bought it online, had these boots. I mean, they were like fake boots and everything, but it's like, I'll show you. It's like these padding things where they kind of went over my pant leg, and yeah, it goes over your shoe, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, the beard and the long hair kind of killed me. So I went to Hollywood Boulevard, and I went with a date, and we just walked around the streets, checked out everyone's costumes, took a lot of photos, and excuse me. We went to this food court area in Hollywood by the Kodak Theater, and my date had to use the restroom, and I waited outside for her. And there's this group of Christian extremists kind of giving out these, dollar bills that said, like, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're going to burn in eternity for hell, yada, yada, yada. So this one kid came up to me. He's probably 20 or so, and red hair, freckles, and he's like, "You're supposed to be Frodo, right?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Are you sure? Because I really think you're supposed to be Frodo." And I was like, "No, I'm supposed to be Aragorn." And he's like, "Oh, Aragorn! What? I really thought you were supposed to be Frodo. I mean, And I'm like, "Yeah, it's the beard and the long hair." And I mean, I'm telling you, people, I went to go look for a wig. I mean, it just looks silly on me. And I mean, I learned how to put on a realistic looking beard, like a makeup class, like in college and all that stuff. But that's just gonna take too much time. I was like, whatever. I just put on the clothes, the tunic, the boots, the cape. Okay, I'm Aragorn, and I have a sword. I think that was fine enough. But gotta go all out. Just take, doing the beard thing would have took 2 hours to apply all that stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So, wait for the date. She's in the bathroom, and this woman in that Christian group comes and starts talking to me about Jesus and God, and how God saved her, yada yada yada. But it's one of those conversations where she's talking and talking, and I'm not really listening to her, and I'm just thinking of a way to get out of the conversation. Like, okay, should I stop it here? Should I stop it here? But there was no break. She didn't give me any signal. And there's no signal to get out of the conversation. So then my date comes out, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I can tell that you two are supposed to be together." Because my date dressed as Princess Arwen, and, she had the pointy ears and the whole dress. She made it herself. It looked really great. And the lady doesn't stop talking. She just, "Jesus, Jesus, Jesus, God, God, Jesus. When I was a child, I was abused, and you don't have now. I turned to sex and drugs and alcohol, and none of that satisfied my needs. But then I found God, and everything just opened up for me." And it was like that for 10 minutes. And she was looking at me, and I was looking at her. And me and my date exchanging glances, like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And finally, a pause, and I'm like, well, I guess we gotta go, because we didn't actually have anywhere to go specifically, but oh well, it's time for us to go. And she's like, "Oh well, it was great talking with you," even though I didn't do any talking, but it was great talking to you, and we were on our way. So we kind of walked around, took more pictures, took more photos. There's some great costumes. I want to have the pictures up that we took on my Facebook page. So if you guys haven't added me on Facebook, click right over here. I always think it's right here, right? Click over here in the sidebar, link to my Facebook page, and I'll be posting pictures from my Halloween night and stuff. So check that out. And we were hungry, needed a bite to eat, and I was like, "Oh, so where do you want to go?" And my date, she looked around and stuff. There's a Baja Fresh, there's a Hooters, hot wings, And what else was there? You know, just like random places. And then there's near the Kodak Theaters, there's like a food court and stuff. And she's like, oh, let's just get McDonald's. I'm like, okay, McDonald's. I mean, that's cool. It's cheap, easy. I mean, come on, you wish you had like a date that wanted to go to McDonald's. I mean, all right, whatever, it's chill. So I went to McDonald's. The place is packed. There's like these bouncers there for some reason guarding the bathrooms. Like, people really needed a piss, and they're like, I'm sorry, the bathroom is now closed tonight. You cannot go through. And I just thought that was ridiculous. And, you know, the greatest thing was this guy dressed as the Burger King, you know, the Burger King, I guess. He came in with a mask, and he's going to go prance, like, to the counter, and the guy was filming him, and the bouncer comes up and like, take that mask off. And the guy, I don't know if he spoke English or not, but he didn't even, he didn't even hear the bouncer. And the bouncer, like, got right up in his face, like, take that mask off. And then the guy was like, okay, man. But it was pretty funny, because Burger King in a McDonald's, you know. So, we walk around, and I meet up with a buddy, and the guy I worked with for the past 6 months at this job, and, you know, I'll tell you all about that in the next video. He met up with me with his girlfriend at a bar, and, you know, like, hey, let's get some drinks, eh? And he was dressed out like his 80s rock star, hair all over the place, you know, it looked real good, man. And he already had drinking like a couple beers already. He's like, yeah, get a drink, you know. I was okay. He's like, oh, what are you supposed to be? And I'm like, Aragorn? And he's like, oh, yeah, you know, I don't know, I didn't see that. So it's another joke about my costume not being good. But that was kind of the theme of the night. It's because I didn't have the beard and the long hair. So that's my fault, right? So anyways, he wanted to go to another bar. So we kind of walked further down Hollywood Boulevard, you know, looked for another bar. We went to this kind of restaurant slash bar slash lounge kind of place. And, you know, he got more drinks. He bought me a shot, which was pretty awesome. And he got another beer. And I'm like, hey, man, what are you drinking? And he's like, it's called Good Costume. You know, because only people with good costumes can drink it. And I'm like, you're the funny one. You son of a mother. But, you know. But anyways, right here I started filming. So I'm going to just shut up right now because I think I'm talking way too much. So take a walk with me down Hollywood Boulevard. A lot of stuff's going on, you know. And check out the costumes. Check out what people are saying. It's kind of cool. And please don't expect great cinematography in this video because it's like worse than Cloverfield right now. Just like, you know, shaking all over the place. So anyways, guys, check the video out.